Hey everyone, today we are going to walk through a step-by-step guide for what to do when you're hit with one of the most overwhelming feelings out there, an anxiety attack. And we're basing this on a really powerful daily meditation that's all about finding calm in the middle of chaos. So the meditation kicks off with this quote, and it really sets the tone, right? It's this message of hope, this idea that even when you feel completely lost and anxious, there's guidance available. It's all about learning to trust a process bigger than yourself, which, as we'll see, is a huge part of this technique. And that leads to this question. It's a direct one, isn't it? For so many of us, the answer is a big, fat yes. You know that feeling? Where your chest gets tight, the world feels like it's closing in, and every little task feels like climbing a mountain. If you know that feeling, then this is for you.
Okay, so let's get into it. The first part is just about understanding the anxiety attack, and the subtitle says it all. When life's demands feel like too much. The meditation describes this as that moment when you look around and no matter which way you turn, you just feel completely swamped by life.
And this right here, this is the heart of it. We're not just talking about stress. We're talking about a complete freeze-up. You get so overwhelmed that you become paralyzed. You can't make a decision, you can't take a step forward, you're just stuck. And that's the feeling we're going to learn how to deal with. So, what do we do? That brings us to section 2. The first step, stop. This is all about the practical how-to. And, what's so powerful about this approach is just how simple it is. When your brain is going 1,000,000 miles an hour, the first instruction isn't to think harder or faster. It's to do the complete opposite. And that's the absolute first, most critical step. Just stop. Seriously, hit the pause button. It's so crucial because it breaks that frantic cycle of panic. Trying to solve everything all at once is exactly what's fueling the fire. So by just stopping, you give the dust a chance to settle, even for a moment. All right, so you've paused, you've created a little bit of space. What's next? Well, we move on to making a mental inventory. The goal here is to go from total chaos to at least a little bit of clarity. It's about bringing some order to that storm in your mind. And this is how you do it. Think of it like a mental triage. First, you just make a quick list in your head of everything, and I mean everything that's stressing you out. Then, one by one, you look at each item. You sort them into 2 piles, the things that absolutely have to be dealt with now and the things that can wait. And this is the magic question. As you go down your list, for every single worry, you have to ask yourself this. How important is this really? This one question acts like a filter. It helps you separate the real immediate problems from all those future fears and what-if scenarios that are just adding fuel to the fire. And you know what's so incredible about this little exercise? You almost always find that most of that giant, terrifying ball of anxiety is made up of stuff that doesn't need your attention right now. You realize you can set most of it aside, and that alone can bring a huge wave of relief. Okay, so we've filtered out the noise. We're left with just a few things that actually need our attention. But before we jump into action, the meditation asks us to make one more really crucial shift in our thinking. This is such a powerful moment. After you've identified the real issues, you pause again. And you ask a question that takes all the pressure off your own shoulders. Okay, but who's really in control of this situation? And the answer, according to this meditation, is your higher power. Now that term can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people, right? It might be a spiritual being, or it could be the collective wisdom of your support group, or just accepting that you personally don't control everything. The whole point is to change your mindset from, I have to solve this all by myself, to, I need to ask for guidance on how to handle this. And seeking guidance isn't some vague, abstract idea. The source material gives us really practical, concrete tools. It's about actively reaching out. Maybe that's prayer, or just some quiet time to think. Or maybe it's picking up the phone to call a mentor, connecting with friends from your support group, or even just asking someone else how they've handled something similar. So you've stopped, you've taken inventory, you've shifted your perspective, and you've sought guidance. This final section is all about turning that new clarity into real, effective action. And from here, the path forward becomes incredibly simple. First, you ask for the strength and the ability to actually do what needs to be done, to follow the guidance you've received. And then, you act. You put that plan in motion. But here's the difference. You're moving forward with purpose, not with panic. And that is the huge, empowering takeaway from all of this. Anxiety attacks are real. They are painful, but they do not have to leave us paralyzed.
We actually have tools and resources we can use to handle whatever life decides to throw our way.
The meditation wraps up with this powerful daily affirmation. It's both a commitment to yourself and a reminder. It pulls it all together, remembering the support you have and promising yourself that you will take these specific steps to seek guidance instead of just giving in to the panic.
So as we wrap this up, let's leave with this question. You don't have to wait for a full-blown attack to practice this. What's one small specific step from this guide that you can take today, right now, to seek just a little more calm and a little more guidance in your life?